Now about the different types of consultant in SAP HANA. We have discussed that we are having uh, administrator, we are having developer, we are having other kinds of roles in SAP HANA. So all those things we are going to see in our next lesson. So in the morning time we have discussed that in HANA, in the diagram I have shown you. Okay, not here. In the morning time, I have shown in the presentation slide, I have mentioned we are having different types of consultant in SAP HANA. We are having HANA administrator, HANA developer, HANA modeler, and HANA architect. So, what are the responsibilities of those consultant? We are going to see, and if they want to build the competency, how they can build the competency in their area. We are going to see now. So first is HANA administrators. HANA administrators are going to install the SAP HANA system, and they are going to plan the HANA implementation, installation of the additional components they are going to uh, maintain, they are going to update the system. Then key skills required: HANA Core Advanced Administration Technologies HA200. You guys are attending HA200. The substitute of HA200 is TADM 55. If you are attending the TADM 55 course, and HA200 is same. HA200 and TADM 55 courses are same courses. So then if you want to do advanced, then you must be having the performance tuning. So HA215 class is talking about the performance tuning. Basic SQL knowledge you must be having, and migration, if you want to understand how to migrate from any database to HANA database, you can attend HA250 course. But no need to do all kind of courses and the such steps. We can use uh, help.sap.com site. If you want to understand those topics in detail, we can go to help.sap.com/HANA platform. In HANA platform, you can find a lot of options here. Uh, Here you can go to the implement section. In implement section, you can download the installation guide. Use section, you can download the SQL reference guide if you don't have knowledge about SQL or SQL script. Operate, you can, in operate section, you can download the HANA administration related guides are available. So these guides you can download if you want to extend your knowledge. The modeler role. The modeler is going to develop the HANA views. In HANA, we are having different types of views are there. So HANA modeler is going to develop the views related to HANA. So they are going to develop the calculation views, text, graph analytical, special data. Key skills required: HA300, that is HANA modeling, and HANA advanced modeling course is related to HA301. And for SQL development, we are having different course, that is HA150. So the tools to manage the HANA, like for development and modeling: Web IDE for HANA. Just now we have seen in exercise number 2 and 3, you have used Web IDE for HANA tool to collaborate. The HANA modeler is going to collaborate with the application developers regarding the analytical requirement, security aspects to design the business user access, administrator to understand the technical infrastructure options that support analyticals. So the BW consultant normally is responsible for this such activities. BW consultants are responsible for uh, performing such kind of activity. Then we got application developer role. So application developers develop and maintain the applications. They are going to develop the applications in different languages. So they are going to maintain both Access Classic and Access Advanced and develop the above applications for SAP S4 HANA also. Key skills required, they can attend these courses. HA450, that is HANA application development. Uh, Native HANA application development is developed in Node.js, HTML. For ABAP based applications, if you are using SAP HANA with S4 HANA, then you can use uh, ABAP based application. Then we can use this course, HA400 course can be used. And the key tools, web id for SAP HANA. Web id for SAP HANA can be used for development of HANA, and we can use the ABAP development tool. ABAP development tool is Eclipse tool. Through Eclipse tool we can also develop these kind of objects. So the developer is going to collaborate with the modeler regarding the analytical model integration, security aspect, and uh, administrator. He is going to communicate with the administrator also, uh, and data architect to understand the data growth and management. Then we got the security consultant also. Normally the HANA administrator is a security consultant also, but some organization they have the security expertise. In that case, uh, they can go through this course. In this course, they are going to understand the security aspects, authentication, authorization, compliance. Key skills required, HA200, that is TADM 55. Uh, HANA detailed security skills, that is HA200, 40 course, and detailed user security skills HA940, that is and the key tools, web id for SAP HANA, HANA cockpit, and XSA is going to be used. Collaboration with the application developers to understand the application and data access rules, data architect to implement those concepts, and administrator to jointly agree and implement the security related settings and policies. Data architect, last role in SAP HANA is data architect. Data architect is going to load the data from different data sources to SAP HANA. So in this role, they have to plan and implement the data integration from different data sources to SAP HANA. So plan, implement, and manage a sustainable data architects, implement data tiering, so they can classify the data into categories: hot data, warm data, cold data. Hot data always residing into the memory. Hot data will be residing into the memory for faster access, and we got uh, warm data. Warm data is residing into the storage. Cold data will be residing outside of the database, like it is stored into the nearline storage. Data integrity, data quality, they have to maintain those settings. The key skills required: HAP HANA technology and infrastructure, data provisioning tool, HA550 course, and there they are going to use smart data access, smart data integration to integrate such kind of data into HANA database. So these are the different types of consultant in SAP HANA that we have seen. So these are the HANA administrator, HANA developer and HANA modeler. These are the different types of consultants required in HANA implementation project. They can use the different tools. So HANA administrator is going to work with the HANA administrator is going to work with the HANA cockpit, HANA cockpit. They are going to use HANA, just I write it here, HANA cockpit. HANA developers, they are going to use Web IDE for HANA, Web IDE for HANA. HANA modelers are also going to use Web IDE for HANA. Web IDE for HANA. And HANA loading and all this, they are going to use smart data integration, smart data quality, smart data access. So they are using the different other tools. With that tools, you can manage the HANA server. Okay, so this was our unit 1. We have discussed the key features of SAP HANA. Now we will see the technical requirement for SAP HANA. Here we are going to see how to deploy SAP HANA, what are the deployment options, high availability and disaster recovery, and here we are going to see the HANA lifecycle management tool option. We are going to see those things. So first we are going to discuss about technical deployment option. HANA can be deployed on premise as well as uh, it can be deployed on cloud also. So both options we are going to see now. So first is technical deployment options. So HANA can be deployed as a single server also as well as scale out. Scale up means single server, but in single server we have the problem like there is a limitation. So in one server, how much memory you can support, it will depend. It will depend on the use case, how much memory can be supported on a particular server. So suppose one server can support up to 24 terabyte maximum, but suppose your company requirement is more, you want more memory, then you can use scale out. In scale out, you can use multiple servers. You can use multiple servers. Single host or multi-host system. In single host system, only a single server is going to be used, so the storage and everything is under that location. But in case of multi-host environment, they are going to have a shared storage. Here we are having storage. So there will be a mount point, mount 001 for host 1, mount 002 for host 2, mount 003 for host 3. So each host will be having services. Those services, data and log are stored into the data and log directory under that particular storage. So any hardware you can use to implement SAP HANA installation, uh, uh, but the hardware must be certified. Hardware must be certified. If you want to implement any hardware, the hardware must be certified. So how to find which hardware you have to use? You can get this information from this hardware directory. So you can just search on this one. In the morning time I have, we can SAP HANA hardware directory. So there we can identify certified and supported HANA hardware directory. So which platform HANA support, what are the databases HANA, what are the which CPU architecture it is going to support. Here we can find more detailed information from here. So here we can see the CPU architecture, vendors, memory size. HANA can be installed on minimum memory requirement is this one, which is mentioned here, 48 GB, maximum is 32 terabyte. But suppose your system requires 400 GB, 400 terabyte. In that case, you have to install uh, uh, 400 divided by 32. More servers can be assigned to the HANA server. Here we are having the CPU architecture. You cannot install HANA on any hardware. These, like suppose you are having Intel Westmere CPU. If you are using Intel Westmere uh, CPUs, then you cannot install on Intel Westmere machine. It is mentioned here. So you cannot use Intel Westmere machine for HANA installation. HANA can be installed on Intel, Broadwell, Cascade, Sapphire, Rapid on these CPU architecture machines. So before installation of SAP HANA, we have to check into the HANA certified hardware directory so that uh, the hardware on which we are going to install the HANA system, it must be certified. Sizing option for SAP HANA. So for sizing, we can use HANA Quick Sizer tool. In Quick Sizer tool, we can give the inputs. After giving the inputs, it gives us the SAPS, SAP Application Performance Standards. So those SAPS we have to share with the vendors, and then like vendor is going to tell you what would be the requirement, what how much server, CPU and other things will be fulfilled to those cases. Or we can run the report if you are going to migrate your server like from any other database to HANA database. We can use the report also. These reports will help to identify the HANA supported hardware and operating system. HANA can be installed on only SUSE Linux and Red Hat Linux operating system. It cannot be installed on any operating system. It can only be installed on SUSE Linux or Red Hat Linux operating system. And supported hardware is Intel and IBM Power machines are the supported hardware. HANA can be installed on real hardware or virtualized hardware. Normally, non-productive system can be installed on both uh, original as well as virtualized, but SAP recommend uh, non-productive system up to like 500 users are there, then they can be used on virtualized environment also. So in real hardware, you can have you can install multiple HANA operating system, and then you can uh, like connect to the application. The benefit of in this case, you can have two different HANA software versions. This is HANA 1.0, this is HANA 2.07. And virtualized environment, you can have the hypervisor like VM virtualware, and then you can install the uh, VM operating system. Like suppose you want to implement with the uh, Red Hat Linux and SUSE Linux. So you are having Red Hat Linux and SUSE Linux, and two operating systems are running, and on that top of that you are having the HANA software is running. Okay, so now this was just a high level idea about the deployment option. Our next lesson is about high availability and disaster recovery. This information you are going to get in detail in HA200 uh, one class, and HA201 class you are going to get in more detail how to work with the how to set up a HA site and disaster recovery site. So high availability site, like for fault tolerance. For fault tolerance we have the high availability, and for disaster we are having the disaster recovery site. In high availability site, what we are going to do, we are having additional nodes are there. So in case of any disaster is coming, we can any fault tolerance is coming, suppose your hardware get failed, so you are having additional hardware, so you can work with that particular additional hardware. And for disaster, in disaster recovery systems, if complete uh, disaster is coming on a data center, we can have the replication of the data from original site to the secondary site. So in case of disaster is coming, we can retrieve the data from there. So we can see all these options in this our next lesson. So HANA platform keeps its data in memory for faster access, but whatever the data residing into the memory is lost when we are going to restart the system. To uh, for consistency purpose, we have to keep this data in memory for we have to HANA like record every changes into the log area, and after every save point 5 minute interval, it is going to store into the data area. So but whatever the data we are having into the disk on storage, it can also be corrupt. So we must be having the backup. So we are going to take two types of backup. We are having uh, data area backup, and we are having the log area backup. We are having two types of backup: data area backup and log area backup. So in case of your server got failed, in this case we can see we are having three machines: host 1, host 2, host 3, and we are having three hosts, and we are having a shared uh, data storage. So in shared data, we are having node 1, node 2, and we are having standby node. In case of there is a problem with the node 2. Node 2 means computer, machine. This is machine. Node 2, if there is a problem in node 2, the data can be retrieved from the data uh, will be transferred to the standby node. Standby machine is listening. In case of any problem is coming, the data will be retrieved from the standby machine. Then we got high availability data center failure. If suppose our whole data center got corrupted, in case our whole data center got corrupted, so what we have to do in if our whole data center got corrupted, in this case we have the disaster recovery. So we are going to replicate the complete infrastructure from one site to another site, and whatever changes are happening onto the primary site, it is being replicated to the secondary site. So whatever data is being changed from here to another location, it is being replicated to other site also. So whatever we are writing into the suppose primary data center, it is going to write into the secondary data center through replication. We are having different replication methods. We are having full synchronous methods are there. With those methods we can replicate the data from primary data center to secondary data center. Now we will see the HANA lifecycle management tool. So to install the HANA system, we are having a tool. Tool name is HDB LCM. With HDB LCM tool, we can install the SAP HANA servers. So in this lesson, we are going to see the different tools that is required to install and update the HANA system. So we are having two types of tools. One is platform lifecycle management, another is application lifecycle management. Platform lifecycle management tools are used for customization, installation, and configuration purpose. And we got another tools. Those tools are used for other purposes like application lifecycle management tool are used for development, modeling, transport management. Normally, the developers are going to work with application lifecycle management tool, and uh, HANA administrators are going to work on the platform lifecycle management tool. So HDB LCM is the tool. With that tool, we can specify. Yes. Sorry guys, I got one call. So we were discussing about the lifecycle management tool. This is the HDB LCM lifecycle management tool. With that tool, we can install the SAP HANA system. So in our TADM 55 course, we are going to discuss about how to install the HANA system using HDB. Here I cannot even show you because in this course, course is about introduction course. So here we cannot see even this tool HDB LCM. So here we are having three options: command line tool, graphical interface, and browser based. So you can see the command line interface. This is the graphical interface, and this is our browser based tool. So with this tool, we can install the SAP system. You can see have the option of installation, update, options are available. HANA was introduced in 2011. Uh, after that we got in HANA 2.0 has come, and then every 1 year SAP come up with new support package stack. So in between, if there is a problem, uh, we so SAP release the revisions. So for how long you revision is applicable, we can see it from here. So we get HANA 2.0. It was SPS 3 was released in April 18. April 2018 they have released. RTC means released to the customer. It is released to the customer. So this is valid till next two. This 3 is valid till SPS 5. SPS 5, if you are facing any problem, you can raise a complaint with SAP and SAP is going to support you. SAP is going to uh, support you in that case. But suppose after that you have to upgrade your system. In this case, SPS 5, because right now we can see we have latest version of HANA is 2.07. So we didn't receive any further update related to HANA system. So you can still get a support till 2025 by applying the maintenance revision. Maintenance revisions are the corrections. So you have to apply some corrections. With those application of corrections, you can still get the support from SAP till 2025. So this was just the tool introduction. Now we will move to the next unit, that is analytical processing with SAP S4 HANA system. In this, we are going to see the analytical processing with SAP S4 HANA systems. So this is the task of normally HANA modeler. HANA modeler is responsible for analytical processing in SAP systems. So in this lesson, we are going to discuss about how they are going to develop the views. Views is a combination of uh, tables. We can join the tables, we can intersection of the multiple tables, and then we can retrieve the data from those views. So in this we will discuss about those things. Developing the calculation view with SAP HANA. So how to develop? Now I can show you. The modeler is going to work with the Web IDE for HANA. In Web IDE for HANA, or they can work with the HANA Studio also. But HANA Studio is depreciated. So they should not use HANA Studio. HANA Studio is since depreciated, so they should not use HANA Studio. They have to use Web IDE for HANA. So in Web IDE for HANA, they can go to the, okay, let me log in. Okay, so if a modeler want to do development, he can go to the modeling perspective here. And under modeling perspective, he can go to the workspace. Under workspace, he can go to the project. Under project, he can go to the module. Under module, like HANA related development. So under HANA related development, he can select the folder there he want to develop, and then he can create a new HANA related view. So here we are having the, he can, okay, not from here, under configuration, okay, new, new calculation view. Here we have the option of calculation view. In the calculation view, we are having different categories of the views here. We are having different types of views we can create using this tool. We can create calculation view type cube, calculation.
This one is for BW, huh?
Pardon?
Cubes is for business or housing.
No.
Is that the same concept or it is different?
Different concept. In business warehouse, we got info cube. So this cube is, yeah, you are absolutely right. It is similar to that thing, but this is related to calculation view. In calculation view, we are having different categories. Calculation view type, attribute view, calculation view with cube. Cube means you can do the perform some calculation there. SQL access means it is for internal purpose. Dimension means you are joining two tables. You cannot perform the calculations. Like you don't have or attributes there. You can just perform some like you are joining, like customer with product with product details. You can just connect with those things. So this cube is different than info cube. Info provider in BW system, we have the different info providers are there. Info cube is one of the info provider, info object. We are having other different types of info providers in BW system. So you are absolutely right. BW system also it's used for modeling purpose. HANA is also used for modeling purpose. So which system we have to use? Either we have to use BW or HANA. That is like it's a debatable topic. Which system we have to use? Either BW or HANA. BW system you have to use for modeling purpose, sorry, for strategic purpose. For strategic purpose we have to use BW system, and for day to day reporting purpose we have to use HANA system. So SAP said clearly, because both modeling, uh, we can perform the modeling in both kind of environment. We can perform the modeling in so which software we have to use? BW is also used for modeling. In BW modeling, the objects are known as info providers. Info providers, we are having different categories of info providers. We are having info cube. So in BW system, it's very complicated. Info cube, we are having info object, info objects. We are having several, we are having 40 types of objects are there, 14 objects. In HANA modeling, we are having calculation views. We are having only the calculation views. In the calculation views, you are going to, in this calculation views, we are having three category. Calculation view, type cube, cube with star join, and we are having dimension. So which modeling software we have to use? We have to use either BW modeling is good for strategic purpose. For strategic decision making, this tool is the best tool. This tool we have to use for strategic purpose, and for HANA modeling is normally used for operation. For a day-to-day operation, we can use this kind of tool. So that is our next lesson, developing the calculation views with SAP HANA. So for that we have a separate course. HA300 course is about uh, developing the calculation views with SAP HANA. So here you can see modeling the application. Application means we are having the database provide the, normally database is having the data. Database is having the data. Data is represented into the tables. Data is represented into the tables, and the applications provide the complex application provide the filtering, join, aggregation, and calculations. This is done by the application. But in HANA case, HANA is providing both things. HANA is having the database. In the database, you can store the data in the form of tables, and you can have the calculations, join, filters, everything. You can do it from there only. So in HANA case, modeling in the database, simplified application code. So you don't have to write too much complex code like here, the complex application code, because here you are performing all the related tasks. But here you are not performing those things. Here it is very simple, because you are going to just uh, uh, because you have pushed down join, calculation, aggregation, you have pushed down into the HANA database side. And this model you can use for several applications, not only a single application. Multiple applications can use the same model. Multiple applications can use the same model here. So not only So you can just write simple programs and they can use the calculations, aggregation, union, join of the HANA database. Advanced database processing capabilities. Earlier, the advanced database capabilities was not present. Uh, so now we are having the advanced capabilities. In advanced capabilities, we can have text analytics. So you don't have, suppose we are having on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter, several customers are complaining about customers product. So text analytic is going to analyze the text from huge data. So we have the text analytic, spatial data, map data, predictive analytics. HANA provides lot of algorithms. With those algorithms, you can do the prediction also. So it can act as a astrologer. Like astrologer, it is predicting. It is predicting the. Uh, uh, it is predicting the. So in HANA database, we are having a HANA platform. We are having different tools. Those tools are used for modeling of the HANA system. So what are those tools? These are the available tools that can be used. So the tools names are HANA calculation view. In calculation view, we are having three categories. Cube define an aggregation model, need the measures. Measures and attribute. We are having two facts. So measures are something on which we can do the calculations. Measures are something on which you can perform the calculations. Measures are something on which you can perform the calculations. So cube require the measures like sales quantity, product quantity, volume, used in multidimensional reporting. Dimension is defined as a non-aggregated model. In non-aggregated model, we don't, no measures are allowed. We just require the attributes. We just require the attributes in this case. And SQL access only, define a non-aggregation model, attribute and measures only, not exposed for reporting. This is only for internal purpose. This is only used for internal purpose. It is not the models which is exposed here, it is not going to be exposed by outside of the world. So whenever we are going to, and then we got star join. Star join is a star schema. Central fact table is surrounded by the dimension table. So whenever we are going to create a whenever we are going to create a HANA view, here we are having the option cube, SQL access. If you are going to create a cube, then in the cube you are having the option, if I am going to create a cube, then we are having the option of star join. We can create as a star join also. Modeling dimension. Dimension means how you are going to, modeling means modeling refers to an activity to join two tables to get the data from a particular uh, combination of tables. So here we are having product and product group. So product ID, product text, product group, basis price, currency division. In one table we are having the product related information. Another table we are having the product group information. What is product group text and the hierarchy is there. If you want to join the two tables, we can join the two tables in this way. Modeling cubes. In the cube we are having only the, in cubes we will be having the measures. Measures are something on which you can have the calculations like quantity, amount. Those are the measures that can be included there. Modeling star schema. In star schema, central fact table is surrounded by the uh, dimension table. So central fact table is sales data. Here you can analyze the data from different angles, different dimensions. We can analyze the data in this case.
So, Sanjay, I should be aware which type I will select. I will go to cube or dimension or.
Yes, yes. So it is the responsibility of the what we say modeler. Modeler is going to modeler is going to connect with the, like, if I just,
And
yeah.
for example, if I need to have a report to give me some dashboard about the plant maintenance module, for
Yes,
example,
yes. So
the
this,
corrective the maintenance work order and compare percentage per plant per month, the preventive percentage by month by plant. So uh, such info I should imagine what is look like to be, and according to that I will classify it cubes or dimension or what.
yeah, so you can see here I have opened the modeler role. So modeler role is modeler. This is designed by the modeler person. The modeler is a person who is going to design this kind of concept. So the modeler person is going to communicate. It is written here. It is going to communicate with the application developer regarding the requirement. So he will get the requirement from the management or the person what kind of report you want, and then he is going to plan the things according to their purpose. Got it? It's not like that. You cannot like select what like report you have to. It is you have to design. This is about designing. So it is not ready to use kind of thing that you cannot ready to use. If you are going to design, then in the designing part, so we have to design. In this case, we have to design like what would be our fact table, what our dimension table, from where we will get the data and how we can. So what is your query? How you, okay, we can take one scenario. Yes, tell me your query. What you want? You got some material MM03. Okay, material you can see. MM03 table contain all the materials. Yes, then after, if you want, so you have to tell all this whatever your requirement, you have to tell your requirement uh, to the modeler. Modeler is going to design, modeler is going to design this kind of things into the uh, like modeler. So suppose you want you can tell me if you want, I can explain here in better way, or we can do the exercise that we can get. So suppose here we have to understand how you are going to get the data from different.
Let's take in the plant maintenance module, we need to generate the report, for example,
Okay,
to give us the preventive maintenance work order percentage by plant by month.
okay. So plant maintenance module, what is the scenario?
We need to do a report
Report, okay.
to show us the preventive maintenance percentage for the work order uh, compared by plant and during November month or December month.
Okay.
It is something similar to
Yeah, yeah.
dashboard.
Yes, yes. So similar to dashboard. So those things are not created here. Those things we can create in ABAP system, because here you are going to apply some logic here. Here you are going to apply some programming logic. So programming logic you are not going to apply here. So for programming logic we have to use some other terms. Pro This modeling is not the program logic. The modeling which we are referring here, it is joining the two tables. It is joining the two tables. It is like having the union of the two tables. it is performing some calculations on the tables, but it is not having some logic there. Logic is not there, only it is performing some basic task like join, union, calculation. So in like suppose we are having two tables, so we can join two tables, we can do the intersection of those two tables, only those tasks can be done it here. So for those things you still depend on the ABAP. So you still require the ABAP consultant to perform those things in the system. So that cannot be like retrieve like will be created in HANA modeling. In HANA modeling we are just performing the modeling of the data. So how to perform the modeling here? We can now we are having two exercises. Exercise number 4 and 5. We have to create a dimension calculation view. In dimension calculation view, we are going to join. We are going to join customer with the product, and uh, we are having. Then we are going to create a calculation view type cube with star join. So this is the two last exercises for today. So we have to just continue till here. Okay, I will also do